بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. So the other thing I want to talk about, so this is again a continuation of some of the topics related to the current Palestine-Israel conflict, right? And so the other thing I want to talk about is the boycott, right? There are a lot of calls to boycott products from Israel. Whereas it's a valid way of resisting the transgressions that are happening in Israel and Palestine. But again, this is not a long-term solution. We, imagine we have a garden, right? And we there's weed in the garden, and we're plucking out leaves, right? That's the max we can do. We pluck out leaves, and then the leaves grow back. We don't think about the long-term solution, and a solution that has long-term effect, right? So I've seen a lot of and the boycott is like chocolates mainly and franchises, right? Is that the max we can do, right? We know that a lot of the technology that we use in our cell phone is developed by Israel also, and the West also, which supports Israel, right? So if you really want to boycott, then why don't why not boycott like cell phones and the technology we use? And the other, what I'm trying to say is we're not in control, right? We have, we don't have anything strong to boycott. Also, we can't even do the boycott properly. The thing that we need to boycott, that's the most important thing, is our ignorance, right? And that's the main thing that I wanted to say. That we are not boycotting our ignorance. We are behind in technology. The same point I say in every video, that we need to, if you look at what our previous generations have been doing, I always try to figure out where have they been, right? You don't see any major progress made by the Muslims in the last few hundred years, right? And the whole world is moving really fast in technology, and especially now AI, and we are behind in AI also. So so that's the thing, like, why not boycott our ignorance and start working? We need to, the way to boycott our ignorance is to, and the best way is to build universities, spend heavily and extensively on education. A lot of the countries, the rich countries in the Middle East, they're spending on education, but it's still not enough. The money they have, if you look at the percentages they're investing in education, is almost nothing. They're spending money to make convert their countries into tourist resorts, which I don't know is going to do any benefit in the long term. It's not a long term solution, right? If you educate your generation, that's a long term solution, which we never, that's a solution we never decide to approach. It's always like these resorts or some um, big buildings, or on the negative side it's violence, but education is never on the table. And the problem with education also, I'll talk more about this, is that we only get educated. I'm a professor. There are a lot of Muslim students I have. They were hardworking people, but most of the people, they get education just to get a job. That's our niyyah. Our niyyah is to not, our intention is to get a job and not do anything other than that. Get a job and get married. You get everything. Everyone gets these things. Even the non-Muslims. But we should get our education to do something big, and try to trigger a revolution in education in a field in like physics and maths. There is a big loophole in there is a big vacuum in physics now, that we can fill up, and a lot of things like AI is making progress. We can do a lot in AI, but we never consider these things as a solution. The solution is always some weird emotional thing that we've been trying for hundreds of years, and it's still not working. So boycott ignorance. You can boycott products. It's not going to work. We boycott, the max we do is boycott Kit Kat or other chocolates, maybe for a few days, and then we go back to eating. And there's like a meme also on Facebook I saw about boycotting McDonald's. Yeah, good thing about boycotting McDonald's that can come out. And no offense to anyone, but those people who keep on eating McDonald's, even though the ulama say that it's not halal, but they keep on emphasizing, at least they would get off McDonald's for some time. I guess that's the good thing that would come out. So, Jazakallah for watching. That was the message. We have to boycott our ignorance in order to move forward. Jazakallah for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.